Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before, and if you haven't been here before, please subscribe to be a part of the bilingual family, which is mostly me attempting to speak English. Before I filmed this video, I filmed the exact same video and it did not work at all and my audio wasn't working, so I'm refilming my full face of Catrice's new product. I put my SD card in my laptop and I noticed that the audio was absolutely shit and I was way too overexposed, so I went back to the drawing board and here I am sitting again on my carpet filming this video. So in today's video I'm gonna show you all of the new Catrice products that are new from their, I think it's called like their autumn and winter collection, and I'm so excited to show this to you because Catrice is probably, together with Essence, one of my absolute favorite brands, especially because they don't seem to raise their prices as much and they continue to be quite affordable for a makeup brand, and they have some really good quality products. But we have like two new mascaras, of which one is my absolute favorite. Then we also have a Hollywood flawless filter kind of dupe from Charlotte Tilbury. This is Catrice's version of it. This is the Soft Glam Filtr fluid. This is a good one. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have to continue watching, but this is it's a gem. I really like it, but you're gonna have to watch it. This is their cream bronzer and their cream contour and highlighting stick. One of these two sides I don't like, we're gonna talk about it, but I also want to mention that the bronzer is also on my Instagram reel, so if you want to check that out already, go to my Instagram at peculiarline. And we have like a bunch more, so I have a lot to discuss. So we're just gonna jump right into it and I'm gonna show you all of the new Catrice goodness. So I'm gonna stop teasing and I'm just gonna start with my favorite product of the new launch, and that is the Catrice Soft Glam Filtr fluid, and I have the shade 010 Fair Light. Do you know the Charlotte Tilbury like Hollywood flawless filter kind of stuff? And then a lot of brands have released their own version, like I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow as well. I don't particularly like that one as much, just because it's very intense and very metallic almost, but these kind of glow boosting products are very nice underneath foundation or just on top of the cheekbones and the nose, any kind of place that you want to put highlight. But I tend to not like them because I feel like sometimes they are a little bit too intense, a little bit too stark with my complexion, and just overall not the natural kind of moisturized look that I love. But this one is so beautiful. I applied it on my skin today and I was very pleasantly surprised with the kind of wet look that this gives my skin. First of all, the shade 010 Fair Light is very complementary to my actual skin tone. I think it's very flattering and it really matches it quite well, while still providing enough lightness to actually be reflective on my skin as well. So it's highlighty. It's the one that I have on right now as well. And if there's one product from the entire new Catrice range that I would recommend trying out, it's definitely this one. They also have a couple of shades, so I'm not going to say that there is a shade for everyone, because that seems to be something that Catrice has to continue working on, because the shade inclusiveness is not always there, if not never. But yeah, this is a beautiful product and I would highly recommend trying it out. This is probably my favorite of like the entire launch. I love it so much. This is the Catrice Melted Sun Cream Bronzer, and this again is a beautiful product. I knew at one point Catrice and Essence were going to release cream products and I was so excited for that, and I'm very happy to see that they finally came out with cream bronzers. Again, there are a couple of shades, not enough obviously. This is the one that I tried and I was very pleasantly surprised with this formula. Mind you, it is very intense and very pigmented, as you can see in my Instagram reels. I was a little bit taken aback by it and I was not expecting that much pigment and like saturation on my skin, but it blends out really beautifully and it leaves this kind of like transparent bronzy glow all over the face, but it gives you enough color to look bronzy. I think the main reason why I like it is because it's a little bit like a balm situation, so it seems to have a lot of moisture to it, but it's not too tacky or wet on the skin when you touch it. I would have preferred a slightly lighter shade, I'm not gonna lie. I sometimes feel like this is more of a shade for bronzer when I am actually really bronzed, but I hardly get to that point. But if you are looking for a very affordable new bronzer, I would definitely try it, this one, and just see if you like it or not. I think apart from the Soft Glam Filtr, this is definitely one of my favorites as well. Another product from Catrice that I was very excited about, and I'm slightly disappointed because one half of this is not that great great. This is the new Catrice Magic Shaper Contour and Glow Stick. Now, this is one of those classic dual-sided products. So on one hand, you have the contour, and on the other side, you have a highlighter stick. Now, when it comes to the contour, I really like it. It is so incredibly easy to blend out. And like I said, not that long ago, 30 minutes ago, I was applying this on my skin, and I was pleasantly surprised by the way that it blended out when I had already drawn on my face, put it on my face, and it was actually able to blend it out, which has surprised me. It's a very creamy consistency, and I don't know how long this kind of formula will last on my skin, but nevertheless, I really like the way that it looked, and I really like the type of color that this has. Again, it's not too orange and it's not too red, but it's also not too deep. And sometimes when I don't really want something as bronzy, for example, as this one, I go for something like this in tone because it looks a little bit more natural against my skin tone, and it doesn't give me an overly overwhelming kind of bronzy look. So I really enjoyed this, but when it comes to the highlighter part of this, I absolutely despise this. I swatched it and was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be a fan of this, and then I used it on my face and I was not a fan of it. I just knew somehow that I was not a major fan of this. It's very chunky, it's very metallic, and it's not as creamy and effortless to blend as the contour side. I feel like it's really missing some kind of moisture or just kind of like glidiness of the product to make this look beautiful. So yeah, I was not a big fan of this, but I will continue to use the contour side because I really like the formula and the color and the way that this blends out. Now moving on, I have a few eye products. I don't have any of the new eyeshadow palettes from Catrice because listen, I have enough eyeshadow palettes and I'm just not really drawn to Catrice when it comes to their eyeshadow products. What I'm drawn to when it comes to the eye category from Catrice is their mascaras. I love their mascaras and I actually bought 2 new ones because I saw that they came out with 2 new ones and I really wanted to try it. This one is the one that I have been using for the past 2 weeks because I've had these products for 2 weeks, but I have been unable to film with them, so I've been patiently waiting. But I have been using this one for the past 2 weeks. So this is the Go Big or Go Bold Extreme False Lash Effect Mascara, and it's 24-hour wear. I'm not going to test that, by the way. It's a beautiful kind of wand. What I really like about it is the fact that it's not too thick. The bristles aren't too long, but at the same time there's like this dip in the middle, and then the outsides are slightly wider, so it's really easy to grab all of my lashes with this and really like curl and put them up. This is more of a dramatic mascara, so when you apply this, it really gives you a lot of volume, but I was surprised at the way that it also gave a lot of length. And what I really like about this mascara is the kind of curl that it gives my lashes. So overall, it does everything. It gives me volume, it gives me length, and it gives me a really nice curl that really lasts a long time on the eyelashes as well. So this one is actually my go-to mascara at the moment. Then the other one is the Pure False Lash Beyond Black Mascara, and I think they also have like a brown version of this. Now this one is beautiful and it does separate my lashes a little bit more than the other one. The other one is definitely, you have a risk of it being clumpy. With this one, you don't really have that risk because it really separates them quite nicely, and that's due to like the brush. The brush is like a swoopy. You can go right to the root of this with this kind of brush, but it separates them quite nicely and it really elongates them, but at the same time, it doesn't really give too much drama in the volume and the length. So it lengthens them a little bit and gives them a little bit of volume, but it's not as dramatic as the other one. So this is a great just everyday mascara. Then another product that I've been wearing for the past couple of weeks is the Clear and Fix Transparent Brow Gel from Catrice. This is their brow gel, their new brow gel, and I have it in my brows right now as well. This is a beautiful brow gel and I really like it, especially for the price that you pay. I find that it holds up the brows really nicely. My brow hairs are quite long, so sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find a product that really keeps them in the shape that I want them to be. I also really like the fact that it really combs through the lashes and it kind of separates them like a mascara, but at the same time it really is like nice shape, not only in the way that it holds them but also in the way that they look. And then lastly, for the eyes, we have a new eyeliner from Catrice, and this is also the one that I have on my eyelids today, and it's beautiful. I really like it. This is the Catrice Calligraph Pro Precise Matte Eyeliner, eyeliner. The calligraph eyeliners from Catrice have been in their range for a very long time, but I'm guessing that this is like a new version, and this is so precise. It has a very fine tip. Even though I have my REM Beauty at the borderline eyeliner, I really like that one, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this one is even more precise and black. The only downside to this eyeliner is the fact that it's not smudge proof and it's not waterproof. Like when I put this on my eyeballs and I have like one of those days where my eyes are a little bit teary, or I just have a very emotional day and I cry, or I'm in the rain, this kind of smudges everywhere, and that's not necessarily ideal if you're wearing eyeliner, because you're gonna look like a panda, or just like you've been crying, and sometimes you have been crying, but you don't want people to see that you've been crying, you know? Now I have one more face product, and then all of the other products are actually lip products, which is insane because I don't need any more lip products, but somehow we ended up here, you know? So this is the Catrice Hydro Hyaluronic Face Mist 12 Hours Hydration. Needless to say that I tried it twice and I do not like it. I find that it really has a very peculiar smell, but I don't necessarily like the smell. I feel like it smells a little bit like alcohol. And the spray is not necessarily like a mist, it's like a spray, and then it hits you in the face like that. It's like boom! And I don't like the smell, so I'm not the biggest fan of this product, unfortunately. Moving on to the lip category, we have another big ass no from this collection, or this new collection, and that is the Lip Jam Hydrating Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade or taste Honey I'm Home. This is absolutely garbage, and the main reason that I really don't like it is not because of the formula, but it's because of the smell. Somewhat sensitive to scents. I really like smelling things, even foods and stuff like that. Like before I decide what I'm gonna put on my bread, I smell it, because then I know what I'm in the mood for. It's so not good. It has such a penetrating scent to it, and it's really just appalling, and I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna elaborate further. You're gonna have to smell it in store. This is just not great. A lip product, however, that I have been loving from Catrice, and I also made an Instagram Reels on these, and I have been using them ever since I got them. These are the Catrice Tinted Lip Oils. These are also new, and they have a couple of shades. I have the pink one, which is called Drama Mama, and then I have the yellow one, which is called Spill the Tea. And they got a little bit of their inspiration from Drag Race, I reckon, but we don't mind. We love Drag Race in this house. Yeah, these are the tinted lip oils. They are extremely glossy. In the Instagram Reels that I did, that I also posted on TikTok, that was my first time trying them out, and I was so pleasantly surprised by the way that they were insanely glossy. I really like the way that they look on the lips. They're insanely glossy, but very hydrating at the same time. And even though they are called a lip oil, I do find them to be somewhere in the middle of like a lip oil and a lip balm. They have the thickness of like a lip balm, but at the same time they have the glide of a lip oil, if that makes sense. And I was worried about the yellow one, but it's actually slightly more transparent, and then it has like slightly warm undertone. So it's really nice if you have like a lip that is slightly too cool toned, you put this on top and it makes it slightly warmer. And then the pink one actually stains the lips as well, so it goes onto your lips at first and it's like a nice pink hue, but the more time goes on, the pinker it gets. The gloss completely disappears, it leaves like a stain. And yeah, these two, apart from the Soft Glam Filtr and like the cream bronzer, I love these. These are absolutely something that I would recommend if you're looking for like a really nice lip gloss that is very high shine and finish as well. Like this is a wet finish. 3 more lip products. So I have this new Catrice plumping lip liner, and this is in the shade Manhattan. I picked this up very impulsively because it had like a brownish hue to it. This is also the lip liner that I have on my lips right now. It's beautiful. It's very thin, like the actual liner, the shape of it is very thin, and because of that I sometimes find it a little bit difficult to control because you're really making quite thin lip lines. And then the final 2 lip products are also really beautiful, and one of them is the one that I have on my lips. Yes, I dropped the other lip gloss. So this is the Marble-licious liquid lip balm, and this is somewhere in between a lip gloss and a lip balm, which is funny because the other one was in between a lip oil and a lip balm. This is in between a lip gloss and a lip balm. So it's slightly thicker, not as pigmented, but I feel like it has, and this is in the shade Don't Be Shaky, and it's so beautiful. I'm just gonna apply more. The name of it is called Marble-licious because when you look up close, it has like this marbly effect. But obviously, the more that you kind of twist the product inside, the more that is going to disappear. And I really like this color. It's like nude, but not too nude. It's not like concealer nude. So I really like this. This one surprised me. And then finally, we have an extreme lip booster that was not that extreme, to be honest. This is the Max It Up Lip Booster Extreme, and this is in the shade Ice Ice Baby. And this also is supposed to have an optical teeth whitening effect, which I have to say, when it comes to the lip boosting effect, I didn't really notice any kind of tingling or my lips getting bigger. The one thing that I noticed the most was the scent and the taste of it being extremely minty. Apart from that, it is really cool to apply because it has like a bunch of like shimmers, purple and blue and silver. So when you apply it, it is like a cool experience. On a darker lip color, I think this will be stunning and like intergalactic. The lip boosting part, not so much, but I do enjoy it. But it's not necessarily a product that I hate at the same time, you know, it's just somewhere in between, but I was slightly let down by the lip boosting extreme part. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Those are all of the new Catrice products that I have in my collection at the moment. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you were to take some products away from this video that I would recommend, it is definitely the Soft Glam Filtr, because I really like the way that it looks on my skin. I find it to be very wet kind of looking and just overall very, very pretty. But also the tinted lip oils, I think these are high shine, beautiful and comfortable on the lips as well. And then also probably the cream bronzers. I think these are beautiful. Ignore the highlighter part. These are beautiful on the skin. What I like most about them is the way that they sit on the skin. It's a very nice texture on the skin. The other products that I mentioned, like the mascara, the eyebrow gel, the liner, this Marble-licious lip balm, beautiful. I really like this one because it's a lot of fun. And then the two products that I would steer away from and not invest your money in is probably this lip jam thing. And this one is also just not my favorite. I don't like the smell and I don't like the spray. So that, guys, completes today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching today's video, and please let me know what you want to see in the future. That's kind of it. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!